Welcome to the Happiness Podcast. I'm Dr. Robert Puff. Imagine right now you're at a beautiful beach and you decide to pick up a handful of sand. So you shape your hand like a cup and you pick it up. And now you have a handful of sand. But next, imagine that you decide to squeeze that sand, hold it tightly. What happens? Most of it will fall out. The tighter you squeeze, the less you have. This is a beautiful metaphor of life. We live under the illusion that possession requires a tight grip. But in reality, the only way we can truly enjoy the world, our relationships, success, even our health, is with an open hand. Here's one of the main paradoxes about life. The more we need nothing, the more we attract everything. When we cling to everything, we lose our peace. For most of us, when we go on a really nice vacation, it's the best time of our lives. But the irony is, when we're on vacation, we own or possess nothing. The place we're staying at, our hotel or Airbnb, isn't something we own. The car, the plane, the train that we got there on and are using isn't something we own. We're borrowing it. So on vacation, we don't cling to anything, but it often is the best time of our lives. But as soon as we get home, we cling to our homes, we cling to our jobs, we cling to our cars, we cling to the clothes we wear. There's so many things that are important to us that we hang tightly onto, like the sand at the beach, and yet it causes us to suffer. Why is that? Fear. We cling because we're terrified of the transient nature of life or impermanence. We want time to freeze. We want our kids to always be happy and joyful. We want our spouse, our partner to be there for the rest of our lives. We want our job to be stable, reliable. And yet at a deeper root of all these is we fear our children not doing well. We fear our spouse may leave us someday. We fear our job may be taken by AI. And the more we fear, the tighter we cling. Let me share the monkey trap parable. In parts of Asia and Africa, hunters used to catch monkeys by putting a nut inside a hollow gourd with a narrow opening. The monkey reaches in, grabs a nut, and makes a fist. The fist now is too big to pull back out. The monkey isn't trapped by the gourd. The monkey is trapped by his or her own refusal to let go of the nut. The monkey screams in fear, but he or she is a jailer. Sadly, the truth is, we are often like these monkeys. We are trapped by our own refusal to let go of an outcome, a relationship, or a past version of ourselves. Have you ever asked an older person, what's the trick of aging well? They may tell you, often, don't get old. That may sound funny, but there's a lot of truth in what they're saying. We cling to things, and when we fight things, we suffer. When I was younger, I used to do a lot of backpacking and hiking for very long distances. So when I'd come to work in the beginning of the week, my body would be in a lot of pain. But because I didn't fight that pain, and I knew it probably would heal, I didn't suffer. But as we get older, when we have aches and pains, there's more of a fear part of it. What if this lasts forever? I don't know if I can go on this way. Fear is powerful, dangerous, and takes away the real joy of life. So let's next explore the philosophy between love versus attachment. Non-attachment does not mean indifference. Attachment says, I love you, therefore I must control you, keep you exactly as you are. This creates suffocation. Love says, I love you, therefore I want you to be free. This creates intimacy. There's a beautiful poem by William Blake that perfectly describes this. He who binds to himself a joy does the winged life destroy. But he who kisses the joy as it flies lives in eternity's sunrise. What this means is, if we see a beautiful bird and try to catch it and put it in a cage, we destroy the very freedom that made it beautiful. If we watch it fly, we possess the experience of its beauty forever. When we live life with an open hand, we can hold so much beauty. When we try to grasp tightly life, we suffer. For example, in relationships, think of a partner who is incredibly jealous and controlling. They check phones, demand times, and cling tightly because they're afraid of losing the other person. But the other person feels suffocated and eventually leaves. The clinging out of the fear created the very loss they feared. But imagine a relationship where the partner says, "I choose you every day, but I don't own you." This freedom makes the other person want to stay. We've all heard the sagacious quote, "If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it is yours. If it doesn't, it never was." And what about our career or the success we want in life? Think about someone playing in the Super Bowl or the World Cup. It took so much effort, determination, and success to get there. But haven't we all seen world-class players play the worst day of their life at the Super Bowl or the World Cup? How does that happen? Usually it's because they're so focused on winning the prize that fear kicks in. Not just playing their game anymore, but they think about, what if I win? What if I lose? And then they don't play as well. Research has shown that when we're in the zone, we play the best. These players focus on the process of playing football, and they let go of the need to win. They play the best when they're just focused on playing that game well that day, not on the prize, but on the game that day, that moment. But this applies to us as well. When we're desperate for a promotion or a deal, people smell the desperation and back away. When we're relaxed and confident, in a non-attached way, opportunity flows to us. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus describes life as a banquet. He wrote, "Remember, you must behave in life as at a dinner party. Is anything brought around to you? Put out your hand and take your share with moderation. Does it pass by you? Don't stop it. It has not yet come. Don't stretch your desires towards it, but wait till it reaches you." Life is like a banquet. Sometimes we have a certain dish, a certain job, a certain activity going on right in front of us. We partake of it. We be present with it. We love it. We don't think about when it's going to be taken away. We don't scream for the next course. We're just present with what life is giving us right now. We may be thinking, "But Dr. Puff, I really like it when things go well." But the mere definition, things going well, means we're missing out on something that life is giving us right now. When we cling to life, we suffer. When we flow with life, life is good. One of my favorite quotes that helps me not fight life so much comes from a very wise and beautiful soul who lived in India called Ramana Maharshi. He said, "The ordainer controls the fate of souls in accordance with their destiny to be worked out in this life. Whatever is destined not to happen will not happen, try as you may. Whatever is destined to happen will happen, do what you may to prevent it. This is certain. The best course, therefore, is to remain silent." In my own life, I've learned that in that silence, when I allow myself to be still and stop fighting life so hard, that a natural, beautiful peace arises in my heart. And even though the world may seem crazy, my heart says, all is well. So if we want to have everything by clinging to nothing, how do we let go today? Try this. Physically clench your fist as hard as you can for 10 seconds. Notice the tension in the arm, the shoulders, and your neck. Then release. Notice the blood flow returning. Notice a relief. Relaxation is our natural state. Clinging takes effort. There are just so many things in life that we can't control. But when our mind says, this has to happen, and then it doesn't, or we're fearful that it won't, we're going to suffer. And we really don't have to suffer. We just have to let go and flow with life. Now again, you may be thinking, but Dr. Puff, my daughter is in jail right now. Dr. Puff, I'm raising 2 kids as a single mom. Dr. Puff, I just graduated from college and I can't find a job. Does our fear, does our anxiety, does our clinging in any way solve the problems that are before us? Or perhaps we can begin to realize that by clinging so tightly to certain outcomes, we're missing out on what's beautiful before us right now. Do you ever wonder why people give up on their goals, on their dreams, on things that were so important to them? It's because we get so exhausted by clinging, and at some point we say, I'm done, I give up. What if instead we still work towards our goals, but we do it in a more relaxed, playful manner, where we're enjoying what we're doing, and even though it may seem crazy right now, we can still laugh and play in the beautiful parts of our life, and also get the benefit that by not clinging to things, we find that when life doesn't go the way we thought it would, we don't mind as much because we don't need it to go a certain way. Life just goes. Our responsibility is to flow with that life, and in that flowing, in that peacefulness, we'll see that life is truly a beautiful adventure, one day at a time, one breath at a time. We really can't keep anything by force. We can only enjoy things by presence. I was once in Costa Rica, and I was in a very peaceful place, and I put my hand out, my open hand, and a hummingbird landed right on my hand. It stayed because it trusted that my hand would not crush it. Let's be that open hand. We release our grip on life and trust that what is meant for me will not pass me by. All is well. Thank you for joining me on the Happiness Podcast. If you'd like to learn more about the podcast, please go to www.happinesspodcast.org. That's happinesspodcast.org. Until next time, accept what is, love what is.